EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. The children will grow. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ready? 5-9.
Mike 21, check Mike 21. Here we go.
Under 10, under touch.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down, Bridgewater. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I'll tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And it's fielded at the 34. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, first and 10.
95-56, 95-56.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start them out has them at the 45 already. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Carolina.
On first and 10, Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
This is McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. So first and 10 now from the 30. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a first and 10.
Ladies, we're good. High forward, ready. 80 weapons.
Check 13. Check 13.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Ready. 5-9. Kill.
He was brought down by Rashad Breeland.
From the 25 on second down. Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Whoa.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. To throw is Bridgewater. He sets to fire deep and got his man complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards.
First down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. The 30, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lots to try to add the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Third and long for Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
We go 21. Buzz. Check back 21. Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey, check.
On second and 9, Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
All right, we get slapped. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go.
Hey, check, Mike.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Breeze now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But it's also something to challenge in your offense right now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
You. Bang, 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 bang. Oh.
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
We got this.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 29. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Play action now. Bridgewater. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
Second and 6 at the 46-yard line.
96. Stay with your man.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Taking a shot for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected for the second week in a row?
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
6 guys. Check.
Hey, easy.
Hey, check. Mike 21.
After the sack on first down, Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Hey, Echo.
Hey, check. Mike 21. Mike 21.
Easy, opposite. Hey, easy.
Mike 21. Mike 21. Check. Mike 21. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And Breeze is going to go down in the end zone, a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know, most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 36 yards on the play. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Bridgewater on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Tight ends left. 4 down, 4 down. Check, check. He's crab. He's checking crab. Go, get him.
Here's Bridgewater. And he's going to find his go-to man so far. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
We got 4. We got 4.
Now Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Sheldon Rankins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
To try again after the sack. Bridgewater taking a shot for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check your hot reach, please. Go. Motion, motion.
Throwing is Bridgewater. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play.
Let's go. Easy, opposite.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Touchdown, New Orleans! 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Bridgewater to throw it. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's Bridgewater. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Rip left, rip left. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Alert three.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Sponge. No.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Drew Brees turning back the clock. 5 touchdown passes for him on the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First down, Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here we go. Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Mike 96. Watch the run.
Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike 96.
I got it. Check it back or check it out, though.
Bridgewater now. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Hey, 96 is coming. We got 6.
Here I come. Mike 96. Man, I got you.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most...
And now the rookie's free. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hey, motion. Reset. Mike 96, Mike 96.
To throw, Bridgewater. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Watch QB. Go. Watch QB. Go. He's coming. We got double up. Hayward. Mike 96.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Kamara. A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A 10th carry for Kamara. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Over.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ready. You ready? Good. Mike 4, ready.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, check.
02.
Check Mike 21. I'm coming.
Breeze going to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
You can't block. Hey, Zoo.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Drop deep. Hey, check Mike 21.
Here we go.
All you get is a headache. Hey,
Sammy.
Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check.
Hey, Foxtrot. Watch the pass. 11. Kill.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Ready.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey, easy.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Hey, kill.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 54.
11.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Breeze now to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Saints, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.